everybody, Sightless Senshi here. So you've caught me right in the middle of making breakfast. And why am I making a video while making breakfast, you ask? Well, I'm not cooking lox and bagels, but I am going to go pick a lock. While I was making breakfast, I got a phone call from my place of work, which is the local community college. Turns out a key has been misplaced. And this is a key that they kind of need. It's the key that would give them access to calculators for the students in the learning lab and backup tests for those who don't have access to the original copies of tests, scantrons and things like that. Oh, breakfast is done. So I'm just going to grab my food here. We're going to head on out to the learning lab at the local community college, and we are going to try and get that lock open so that students can take their final exams. But first, I made French toast. Hey everybody, so we're on the way up to the community college. As you'll notice, I'm not the one driving. Surprising, isn't it? We've got Lady Lockpicker at the wheel here. I'm up here up front, and holding the camera is our friendly roommate, Hunter. So what I've got with us today, I've got all my picks basically. So I've got my my EDC, my everyday carry, and my bigger Sparrow's comp case. In the EDC, as we all have probably seen before, I've got a selection of hooks, half diamond, and all the tensioners I could need, at least for the average lock. Top of the keyway, bottom of the keyway. In here is where the real action is, though, because I don't know what kind of lock we're dealing with. So we've got, you know, a much wider selection of tools. I've got some warded keys attached to the end of this Sparrow's dog tag. Let's see, we've got more rakes, kind of. I've got the quint, the sign quint from Peterson, city rake, stuff like that. Again, a lot of tensioners of various types, up to and including this fancy tensioner my buddy Ryan McCreary made. It's a really good one for tensioning from the bottom of the keyway, but leaving you a lot of room to play with because it actually fits flat in the bottom of the keyway instead of sideways. Anyway, when we get there, we're going to attempt to rake the lock open first. The reason being that an SPP, I know, shows off a little bit more of that lock-picking finesse that we all love, but at the same time, we're trying to get students access to their tests, so they can take them. This is the last day that the school is open, so if they don't get access to these tests, then there's going to be some problems for them. And we want to get them access to that as fast as possible, so we're going to be working with raking rather than SPPing and just resort to that as a last resort if we can't get this to work. Lady Lockpickers also brought some wafer lock picks just in case, because it is kind of an office lock, so there's a decent chance if it's on a desk or something or a drawer, it might be a wafer lock. So we're ready for everything, and I brought my breakfast.
Hey.
Alright, so show me where the lock is, my
ahead.
friend. Okay, over here?
Yep, and then down.
Okay.
You'll feel the handle on your right.
Okay.
And next to the handle right
Is a lock. Okay, great. When you would turn this, I'm assuming you would turn it this way away from the thing to open it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right, awesome. Let's see if we can get this thing picked open. Back behind the camera here, everybody, we've got my very helpful Lady Lockpicker. Are you seeing it being maybe a warded lock, or does it look like an average pin tumbler?
Let me
get a closer look on that.
I think I see a pin on the bottom,
A pin on the bottom?
so it might be a wafer lock.
Well, let's see what we can feel, shall we? We'll probe that and see. I do feel something on the bottom, something on the top. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and try raking it open first then, like I said, and then we should be able to get in here. Or let's hope we can anyway, shall we? I'm gonna try and get in here as quickly as we can, everybody. Okay. Try and use a shorter tensioner just so it stays a little out of the way of the wafers. Doesn't get in our way in any way. Oh geez, that was way too out of the way. Where'd that tensioner get to?
Where did it go? Oh, it's right there between your legs.
That's what she said. Okay. Okay, looks like that was a little too unobtrusive. Let's try this again with So the problem is I think I'm getting the bottom wafers, or the top wafers, but I think my tensioner is blocking the bottom wafers. Dang it, again with that crap. Okay, let me try raking it with the top of the keyway tensioner, and we'll see what we can come up with. If not, we may want to try. What do you think, love? You think we should try those wafer picks?
Yeah, that's what I'd try.
All right, let me go ahead and try raking it once more with the top of the keyway tensioner, and we'll see if we can get this thing open. No, that's just, oh, hang on. Is that turning, or is that just knocking it loose? I think we're just knocking the tensioner out. So the key just escaped on y'all, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
And everybody at calls like, oh, don't you?
Yeah, of course, right? Nobody's guilty.
And the one person that's guilty, 9 times out of 10, more times than not, is Billy, and of course he's the only one that didn't answer the phone.
Of course. Well, he was messing with the keys yesterday, because we were,
$20.
yeah.
Bet you dollars to donuts. It's
Oh, yeah, man.
in his pocket.
Probably.
His mom will find it in the laundry.
You know what's weird is I'm not feeling any pins on the top, right? Which makes me think maybe it does need to go the other way. Maybe I can tension it from the other way. When you put the key in, would you put it with the bitting, like the teeth facing downward or upward?
The teeth face down.
Okay, great. So this is probably just a pin tumbler lock then. Which means I'm gonna try and rake it again going this way. And hopefully I can help y'all out. So sorry this is taking so long, guys.
We got nothing but time. We're here for another 5 hours.
Let's see. Come on, come on. I think we're making some progress. Yep. Come on, you. Yes, we're definitely going in the right direction. And we're open. That is what's up. So all my YouTube friends, that's my first lockpick in the field, helping everyone out with their tests, getting their calculators, getting that learning lab action on. This is Sightless Senshi here, always trying to help people get access to knowledge by way of lockpicking. So remember always to rock out with your lockout.